All right, so today I'm going to give you guys my opinion on where the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro rank among some of the competition. We've got the AirPods Pro 2, the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 4, the Bose Quietcomfort Ultra, and the Sony WF-1000XM5. All right, so let's actually start this video off with the microphone comparison. Right now we got the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro connected. As you guys can see, outdoor environment. A couple cars passing by in the background. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we switched over to the Apple AirPods Pro 2. Same outdoor environment as you guys can see. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, now this time we switched over to the Sony WF-1000XM5. Again, same outdoor environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we switched over to the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 4. Again, exact same outdoor environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. And last but not least, we've got the Bose Quietcomfort Ultra. Again, exact same environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Now this one's a little tricky. Obviously, the XM5, the AirPods Pro 2, they did a little bit more as far as eliminating background noise and really isolating the voice. But at the same time, my voice sounds more natural with the Buds 3 Pro, and it's probably because it's not doing as much as far as filtering. So for me, I would put the Buds 3 Pro towards the middle of the pack. Honestly, it just depends on which one sounds the best to you. And to be fair, I think you'll be completely fine with any of these in most situations, especially indoors. Now, moving things over to Bluetooth connection, I think there's two things you got to consider: the overall stability of the connection and the option to connect to multiple devices. So far, I've had a good experience with the Buds 3 Pro. My daily driver is a Samsung phone, so I'm sure that has an impact. And for me, I'll put them in the second tier along with the AirPods Pro 2, simply because neither of them offer multi-point connection. The XM5 and the Momentum 4 are generally pretty consistent anytime I pair them up, and they offer a multi-point connection. Now, the Quietcomfort Ultra actually just added multi-point connection through a firmware update, and so far it seems to work as it should. But the reason I have these in the third tier is because they're the most inconsistent. I can't count how many times I've taken the earbuds out the case and only one of them pairs with my phone, or I go to connect to the Bose app and it simply won't connect. And I just run into a lot more occasional issues that I don't typically see with any of the other earbuds. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you're fully invested in the Samsung ecosystem, Samsung phone, laptop, tablet, the lack of multi-point connection doesn't really matter because you're going to be able to switch between those devices seamlessly, just like you can with the AirPods and Apple devices. Now, moving things over to comfort, there's been a ton of controversy over Samsung's decision to go stem style, but whether you're a fan of the new design or not, one thing you can't deny is the increased comfort. For me, the Buds 3 Pro are in the first tier along with the AirPods Pro 2, and I know stem style earbuds generally aren't the best as far as staying in the ear, but when it comes to comfort, there's just something about the design that works. The Quietcomfort Ultra also have a stem style design, but they're just a bit thicker compared to the AirPods Pro 2 and the Buds 3 Pro, and they just don't fit as easily in the ear. Nonetheless, still very, very comfortable. The XM5 are surprisingly comfortable, especially with the foam ear tips. The only issue I have with these is the braille indicator on the left earbud occasionally poking me in the ear. If you follow the channel, then you know I've mentioned this many times before. If it wasn't for that, these will probably be in the second tier along with the Quietcomfort Ultra. The Momentum 4 offer really good security with their wingtip design, but they are on the larger side, and with my smaller ears, they're just not something I can wear for long periods of time. Now, if you have medium to larger ears, these might not be an issue. Now, where do the Buds 3 Pro rank as far as sound? And let me just start off by saying each of these earbuds has excellent sound. We all know sound quality is subjective. I could ask 10 people to rank these and get 10 different answers. For me personally, I would put the Buds 3 Pro in the second tier along with the Quietcomfort Ultra and the XM5. They each bring something a little bit different to the table, and if I had to define the sound of the Buds 3 Pro with one word, I would say articulate. The sound is extremely clean. It's well defined, especially compared to the previous model, the Buds 2 Pro. Vocal presence is highly impressive, and at the same time, you get nice punchy bass. It's not over the top, it's not overly aggressive, and that's where I would say the Quietcomfort Ultra come in. Out of all the earbuds, if bass is your number one priority, I would recommend these. The sound is warm, it's rich, you get some great extension as far as the bass, especially if you're looking for that deeper subwoofer type feel. The treble is more so on the neutral side, but you can brighten things up with the custom EQ in the Bose app. Now with the XM5, the sound is very well balanced, the bass is nice and punchy. I wouldn't say it hits quite as deep as the Quietcomfort Ultra, but very impressive nonetheless, and the mid to higher frequency range is nicely balanced. It comes off clean, but not too sharp. With the Buds 3 Pro, I would say the overall clarity stands out the most. With the Quietcomfort Ultra, I would say the bass stands out the most, and with the XM5, I would say they're kind of that middle ground between the two. Now, the reason I have the Momentum 4 in the first tier is just because I feel like they have the most dynamic range. I think the sound is extremely versatile, and I'm a huge fan of the sound personalization feature inside the Sennheiser app. It basically plays a few different instruments, some drums, some strings. It has you adjust their volume to your personal liking, and then it uses that to customize the sound just for you. And personally, I've just gotten really good results using it. And then the reason I have the Airpods Pro 2 in the third tier is simply because I don't think they're as dynamic as any of the other earbuds. They're not too far one way or the other, not too much bass, not too much treble, just a middle of the road, everyday consumer friendly type of sound. Now, if there's one thing that surprised me the most with the Buds 3 Pro and how they stack up against the competition, it's probably the noise cancellation. Noise cancellation is primarily for lower frequency sounds, and that's what I focused on when it came to testing. And for me, I'm putting the Buds 3 Pro in the first tier along with the Airpods Pro 2. Basically, I went in a quiet room, I grabbed a Bluetooth speaker, and I played a number of different sounds, airplane engines, HVAC systems, and sometimes it seemed like the AirPods were a bit more effective, and other times it seemed like the Buds 3 Pro were a bit more effective. But the only thing that was clear is that they both were more effective than the other three, which I didn't expect. I didn't expect the Buds 3 Pro to be more effective than the Quietcomfort Ultra. That was definitely a surprise. So for all intents and purposes, again, I'm putting the Buds 3 Pro and the Airpods Pro 2 in the first tier. In the second tier, I have the Quietcomfort Ultra and the XM5, both very effective. And in the third tier, I have the Momentum 4, still very effective, but compared to the others, I think it comes in last. As far as ambient mode, the Buds 3 Pro surprised me again. As far as overall effectiveness at passing through your ambient sounds, I put them on the same level as the AirPods Pro 2, which says a lot. I think the AirPods have been the undisputed king of ambient mode for quite a while. For me, I would say the AirPods are maybe 1A and the Buds 3 Pro are 1B, just because I feel like the AirPods are a tiny bit more natural. With the Buds 3 Pro, if you snap your fingers or clap your hands close to the earbuds, it sounds just a tad more artificial compared to the AirPods. Honestly, I don't think it's a big deal, but for the sake of comparison, it's something that I notice. In the second tier, I've got the Momentum 4 and the XM5, and actually the Momentum 4 are slightly more effective than the XM5, but they have a pretty significant amount of white noise whenever you use the ambient mode. And then I have the Quietcomfort Ultra in the third tier. The ambient mode is solid, it definitely works, but if I had to pick the one that sounds the most muffled compared to the others, it would probably be these. All things considered, I've been really impressed by the performance of the Buds 3 Pro, and I think if you're an Android user, especially a Samsung Android user, and you're looking for flagship level earbuds, these are an excellent choice. As you guys can see, they can compete with anything out there. So that about covers it for this video. Hopefully you found it to be helpful. If so, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and aside from that, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.